geeky tech nerd pro wrestler get together, you get the Conte and Kenny Show. And AIDS, probably.
Tell me a story.
See, we got blogs, we got podcasts. You know, the information won't stop. It comes in through your head, eats out your eyes, and it's all crap. You know? See, you gotta dare for greatness these days to get people's attention. Did I get yours?
Tell me a story.
Dreams die.
No, not by themselves. We kill them.
It's 90% bullshit. What is entertainment? Tell me a story.
What?
Tell me a story.
What? Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now!
Arrogance.
You are shit. Y'all see what I'm tapping? Shut up! Because of my big mouth, I made this woman laugh. You're an idiot. Shut up. Look through it. What are you talking about? You're an idiot. Fuck off. Shut up. Classy. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking funny. I'm fucking entertaining. Fuck you.
Alcoholism.
Kenny is a functioning alcoholic.
See, I have an alcohol issue, and
Issue?
yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue. I'm not a problem. It's just an issue. I'm my own kind of reckless disaster. I'm fucking German. I might be Jewish too, but I was a fucking Jedi.
Kenny likes to drink.
I was drunk. Let's all go skinny dipping. My problem is, I don't have a problem. I work all day. I come home. I have a couple of drinks. It's psychologically bad for my penis.
Arrogance and alcoholism. The Conte and Kenny Show.
And don't forget me, Joey Image.
The vision is real. The power is reawakening. The fear is reborn. Because they have returned. Because they have returned.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome, all of you fruit baskets and other bad Christmas gifts. What's going on? Welcome to Arrogance and Alcoholism and a side of spandex, also known as the Conte and Kenny Show. We're here live every Monday night at 7 p.m. on the 100 Proof Podcasting YouTube channel. You can listen to the show wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're listening live or if you're listening in the past, in the future, listening to the show on the YouTube channel, give the episode a like and subscribe to the show. Exactly. And join us in the chat room and be part of the show if you are listening live at 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's like weird.
Bumbling, stumbling, bubbling.
It's in the future, but they're listening to something in the past, so it's like kind of fucked up. You
Bro,
know? Two joints starting in right away. Alimony and arbitration, great name. Thank you, Two Joints. Very good. But of course, I am Joe Conte, and Kenny Michaels is there with the Yankee shirt, and Joey Image is doing grown-up stuff tonight. He's not in. And of course, we have Shawnee, our producer behind the glass. And how you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing fine because I just want to say that one, you don't get fruit baskets in the winter, but you go with fruit cake. Go with fruit cake, and then as you describe the shows, it just goes, oh yeah, well, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Future, blah blah blah. There's my buddy
Back to the
Steve.
future and the past.
Oh, how you doing?
I don't know
Steve?
if I'm coming or going.
They're starting. They're piling in the chat room. They're piling in.
Go
Clear
ahead.
the field. Clear the field, everybody.
Clear the
Hey,
field.
you know, I tell you,
Yeah.
I'm all right now. But last week I was in rough shape. Hey,
and Joe. Yeah, I have to apologize that I caught you right. I didn't mean to laugh that hard right in the beginning of the show, but
So funny.
you got me
If
on
you're
that.
in the-
You just
listening,
fucking
and it's
stumbled.
in the future, but you're listening to us in the past, and yeah,
You're
exactly.
like, oh, where the hell am I going to go from here? In your
I know
mind.
where I'm going.
And I could see your face, so I was like, "Oh, he lost it on that one." So it made me laugh. I'm doing good, JoJo.
Steven,
How are you?
Good. I'm good. My old man is coming home on Friday, dude. It's crazy.
Beautiful.
Getting, everything set up. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm like excited, and also we're a little nervous about the whole thing, but it'll be good. Steve F said in the future he makes stupid comments also. So thank you, Steven.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
We all do. It's just when your radio partner does it right in front of your face, and you're like, makes you laugh. I like it. Way to start off. I like it.
We've been doing this, since 2005. So we've been like making each other do say silly things for on and off, because we did it for a little, didn't do it for a while, but like the last 19 years we've been doing this shit.
What a lot of people don't realize is that when myself or you, say something, whether it's a little off-putting or like, what the fuck did you just say? For many years, we were right next to we were 2 feet away from each other. We could hold hands if we wanted to.
Yeah. We never did.
And it would be an eye contact. And this is before the cameras and stuff. You know what I mean? It would be an eye contact like, did you just fucking say that? There would be a paragraph of words in a look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it was like, and then it would be in person. This is okay. It's not like being in a studio, but it's all right. But then when I'm concentrating on you in the intro, and in the future of the past, whenever you are in here, I'm like, oh, there you go. There it is.
Yeah, whatever. If you're in your DeLorean at this point, and you're just click the like button. That's my point.
One of my favorite ones was it's a short. Do you believe in magic? Remember that one, the short?
Oh my God.
Do you believe in magic? And you're like, in a young girl's room. And I looked at you on the air and I go, what? And you went, whoops. Guess I'm not going to be doing radio anymore.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was funny. You were just like, what? I'm like, whoops.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you it came right out of your.
What is that called? I forgot what that.
I did. But do you believe in magic? I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you should go look at the Conte and Kenny YouTube page. We got about maybe 15 or 20 quick 2-minute clips that I took. It took me forever to put these little
You did a great job.
slideshows together. Just insane. And but there's some really funny moments, and that one is hilarious because I accidentally
it was a whoopsie. It was a
complete utter whoopsie-daisy.
It was a true and genuine whoopsie. You did not want to say. I was like, do you believe in magic? And in a young girl's heart
room.
And you went in a young girl's room.
In a young girl's room, and I'm like, oops.
Yeah, and I looked at you, and you went, oh, because I'm not going to do radio anymore. Okay, folks, this is my last broadcast, and it was hilarious because you just came out of your face right there. But that's the good stuff, so I love it. And I have to apologize in advance. I'm sucking on lozenges because I've had a cold for about
is that your roommate's name?
Month and a half.
Is he Greek?
Yeah, who's this guy Lozenges you're hanging out with?
Who's in Jay's Lozenges?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Angela Thompson. We're running just as fast as we can, holding onto each other's hand, trying to get away onto the mic. She's singing.
Look at you. Nice work, Angela.
We don't know who the fuck Angela Thompson is, but Angela
I don't
Thompson,
care what she did nice.
Along with Two Joints and Steve F and all these other they're just so good, man. They're very good in the chat. They're just funny. songs from the 60s, amazing content. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, just go. It's called. I think it's called "Do You Believe in Magic?" And it was. It's a funny.
Or click on the one where you hear "Do you believe in magic?" That song, and that's Joe. In the room, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
dude. We had some classics, man. We had some friggin' classics that it's like really.
Yeah.
And I've said this, and Joe always beats me down for this, but for many years, we were involved with the Opie and Anthony show and the kind of the Stern show offshoot.
Don't say
and
it,
they
don't
stole
say
a lot of our bits,
They
bro.
didn't steal any.
They stole
bits
a
from us.
lot
They
of our
stole
bits.
Nothing. No, they didn't. You sound.
See,
fucking,
you always say
sound
that.
Delusional. No, they
I'm
stole
not
nothing
delusional.
from us. What did they steal?
The Big
I'm
A
calling
stuff,
you
the
out.
stick ups, Big A and the stick up stuff. Big A. Everyone knows. You guys don't know Big A. We got to get him on the air. But he has a stutter. He can't say the STs. Can't say
Right.
It's a stick up. He can't do it.
Right.
So I said, "Hey, everybody, stop! It's a stampede, or give me your, we did a whole bunch of things. There's a whole other bunch of them that we did.
Right.
Anyway, we were involved in it. They were all our friends, so it's okay. And hey, listen, they're all off the air. We're still on it.
Oh,
How about that?
I know. Yeah,
We're still on the air.
Why? Because we found a YouTube channel that would take our show that we do for free.
Basically,
really?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't got to drive to fucking Nyack, New York.
Yeah, I'm glad we're back on the same page, dude.
I'm not even wearing any pants right now.
Dude,
you want to see?
It's crazy to think how long we used to. We did this show where we would drive. Now, for me, since 2009, basically, I mean, we were at the Clifton studio where I record my Honeymooners podcast. But for those first 4 years, we were up in Nyack, New York. It would be a 45-minute drive from my house. Bob would come to my house, and then we'd drive up there, and Kenny, and
2 hours.
James would. Yeah. And you guys would drive like an hour and a half or whatever it was, sit in traffic to go and do this show that we did for free in a studio, internet
We did
radio.
it. We did it on top of a restaurant, Hudson House. Then we were in the Lydecker building, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then we moved over to the
into the theater.
In the theater,
the theater.
Yeah. Do you know? I actually drove back to Nyack one night to have sex with a girl that met me from Connecticut. She came down to Connecticut. We met at the bar outside the studio in Nyack.
Right.
Now, listen, those shows were great, too, because it was almost like a road show every time. Whoever wanted to come by, it was open door. So sometimes we'd have 15 people just sitting in the dais and in the little summer stock theater. We're on a stage.
It was a theater, like a 30
playhouse
theater, or 40.
It's like a playhouse.
And friends of ours, they would come and hang out and watch the show while we were on the stage, doing the tables and everything. All the computers were set up right on the stage, and people would come and hang out and watch the show. It was weird.
That was the night I did a whole bunch of cocaine and I went into the there was the wardrobe room in the back of the theater, and I came out with a Darth Vader helmet and a cloak. And
that was when we had that big party. We had like a big. It might have been the No Comics Laughing competition that we had.
It was something, but I remember the last, and we used to do 3 hours a night. We used to do 3 hours, and
3 hours.
I had sex in the bathroom 4 times with 4 different women. In that place, in the playhouse.
Really?
In the playhouse, yeah.
Just in the playhouse?
Just in the playhouse.
Really?
Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 3. I'm sorry, 3. Not 3.
Yeah, man. Kenny was a
Bro,
it was
a fun time. It was a fun time. The bar next door, Bernie Williams from the Yankees would hang out there. I met Criminally Sakes.
Josephus Comedy. You guys lack the corporate kiss ass like the Opster. You know what? Fucking guy really knew how to fucking run a show, man. I like Opie, man. He really did.
He's a very cold guy.
I used to do
when I was
Josephus comedy. I used to do cocaine back when it had cocaine in it. Oh, okay.
Yes,
right.
there you go.
Oh, it's all fentanyl
Oof.
now.
Oh, dude, that night it was like a cop's riot helmet, and I had some kind of a cloak that I went into the I'm rubbing my nose as I'm thinking about cocaine, and the guy that gave our friend of ours would give weed and cocaine and stuff like that, but he was a dealer. I go, hey, you got any coke? And he goes, yeah, just take this. And he gives it to me. And it's like you could make cookies, like flour. The size of this shit. It was like $600 worth of cocaine. And I'm like, I don't want this much, bro. I want to give me like $20 worth. And he goes, no, just take it. Just take it. So I'm thinking it's not free. I'm like, dude, I don't have any cash on me. We'll go to the ATM. I'll give you $40. He goes, no, don't worry about it. Just take it. Just take it. It was about $300, $350 worth of cocaine. It was basically like 3 tea bags full of cocaine. He hands me.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure.
So I'm rooting tootin', you know what I mean? And I can't finish the show.
Hold on a second. Steve F. Pee Wee Playhouse hosting the Conte and Kenny Show. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is it what?
The Playhouse. Pee Wee's Playhouse. So go ahead.
Yes, the Playhouse. Yeah.
I
saw Angela Thompson
said party there that night. There was a ton of people.
It was a big party. It was like a 5-hour party. We were there till late. Angela Thompson I saw before, just a few minutes, said her name was Big A in high school.
Was Big A in high school?
Yeah.
Her nickname was Big A.
What's the A for? The Big A.
I bet you.
Is it Angela or is it?
No, you know what it is? She's tall. I bet you she's relatively tall. She has like this tall person confidence just by the way she types. I guarantee it. She's like 5'9", you know what I mean? 5'9", 5'10". You watch.
Jojo, I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you 1,000%.
Yeah. Let's see what she says in the chat room.
She's tall the way she types.
Yeah, not like
You're good
WNBA tall.
No. But you picked that stuff out. Numbers and you
get a vibe.
You have a read between the lines kind of a thing going. Shit, you might be right. Hey, Angela, you tall or you like anal?
Yeah. Or is you got a big ass or huge cans? Can we get back to
graduate high school?
Remember when we used to call boobs cans? We used to say rack, fun. You know I don't know fun bags. But
you know what the time annoyed me? Tatas.
Oh, tatas. What's the price to fire Shawnee? I don't know. I don't want to fire Shawnee. Shawnee does good.
There's even $1 amount in this world.
A Butterfinger.
And when he texts me and sends me emails, he always calls me boss man. It's so weird. And I know he's doing it to bust my balls because I don't even know how to react to that because I'm like, I'm not the boss guy. But it's just funny. He's like, you got it, boss. I'm like, fucking boss. It's so weird, you know? But it makes me feel good.
I love that.
Makes me feel good.
He's got jokes. Yeah. I love that. Shawnee ain't going nowhere.
That sounds like a threat, really. What the fuck you doing, man?
I don't know who Terry Nee is, but I'll ban you before Shawnee gets out of here.
Yeah, exactly. But so yeah, I remember that. And that was like, because dude, you were out, you were gone for like 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden you come back. Like you were doing a show. You had like a t-shirt on and all that. You weren't like dressed up. All of a sudden you come back, you're wearing a fucking a helmet and a cape.
A cop riot helmet.
Yeah.
And like a Nosferatu cloak.
Yeah, and I was like, what the
Jojo,
fuck did you do?
I went to take a piss. I saw I'll leave his name out. Saw him. He's getting, take this. Said, okay. Went into the bathroom, took a piss, whipped it up real quick, That shit was so good. By the time I got back in the studio, we haven't even taken a commercial break. And I had a fucking ride helmet and a cloak on. And I couldn't talk. My mouth was locked up.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was
Angela
I was already hammered drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she says, I'm 5'4" and I like it in the dumper.
There we go. Angela, aces.
She's funny.
Aces Thompson right there. Aces Thompson.
Absolutely, man.
That's what the A, the big H is big aces. That's what she's for.
She's aces.
5'4" and I like it in the dumper. Dude, you know, 5'4".
So funny.
A girl that's 5'4" and likes it in the dumper, I don't even have to bend my knees. And I could put it right in the old Kraken.
So do I put Kenny in black and white if other people say old terms?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Terry Nee says,
we
boss
can.
man equals old man. Shawnee is messing with me. I know he fucks with me, but it's just funny because I'm like, I don't know how to respond to it. And then I feel good. So it's like, it's kind of cool.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. So all
right. While we're
go ahead.
No, Joe, what do you got?
No. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you, I talked about this yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's to go back to let's keep on the drug lineage for right now.
So it's like a regular show that we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. As I take a sip of fentanyl.
Right, yes. Exactly.
And I've seen Anne Heche and Michael Jackson are living on Epstein's Island. Have you seen that one?
No, really?
Because
there was that thing when Anne Heche died, you saw her like moving in the bag. They said
she blew out of the body bag while they were putting her in the fucking emergency of the van, whatever they call that.
Really?
What do you call an emergency van?
That? Is there
ambulance?
An ambulance? An emergent? You couldn't think of ambulance? You called it an emergency van? Hey, I gotta call the the people that rescue you when you're in trouble, the cops. You fucking idiot. Emergency van. That's what you called an ambulance.
Dude, I lost it right there.
The biggest fucking blank I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. That looked like a blank check from Ed McMahon when he went to somebody's house.
Wow.
Like, dude, you drew the biggest blank. You said emergency van.
Dude, I fucking blanked on that one.
You know, when they put her in the, the emergency van.
I blanked on that, bro.
Right here. We could just end the show right here. What do you say? You want to just fucking end it right here? We're not going to top that.
2 joints. Holy shit, Kenny. Yeah.
2 joints says Joe. Kenny dials 119. Dude, I got to call up, the 3-number thing. You mean 911, Kenny? Yeah, that thing. You know, the one with the 3 numbers. It's like the big tree. I got it backwards.
My house is burning down. You got to call them those red trucks. What are those red trucks?
You know, the guys with the hoses, you
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
They're those cars, they got the sirens on them. Yeah, what are they? Those,
the big
holy shit, dude.
We gotta get the big red truck.
Dude, that was totally honest. I blew it on that one, man.
Emergency van.
The emergency.
Oh my God.
You could hear me stuttering brick you stuttering fucking brick. Yes. So she before they put her on the ambulance, you could see her bust out of the fucking the body bag. She busts out of it. You know what I mean? Then they have footage. They have footage of the emergency van
running after a plate of Clams Casino.
No. No. All you see is her bust out of the bag like a zombie. Like, wow. But it wasn't even a zombie. She was like, get me out of here. I'm claustrophobic. And they throw her in the back of the emergency van. Then the next clip is they followed from Michael Jackson's house. They followed the emergency van to the gates of the hospital. And they had like a high-powered kind of a zoom in. And you see, they open up the door, and who walks out is this guy in a white, long button-up shirt, like a button-up shirt, and with long hair, looked like Michael Jackson walking out of the emergency van. So, they're alive. Tupac Shakur, gay. Biggie Smalls, homo.
Josephus Comedy. The whoop whoop cars with the lights on top. The whoop whoop cars with the lights on top.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Oh my God, that's
so funny. Those cars. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just that, dude. I mean, it's the conspiracy theories are getting so fucking ridiculous now. Like there isn't a celebrity that has died in the last 50 years that didn't fake their own death. Like nobody dies.
Sure. Yeah.
You know? I'm just
there's that pastor in Texas, the guy they think is Elvis. I'm like, that motherfucker's too young to be Elvis. Way too young.
He is the same age as that Elvis is,
and he's got the same teeth and the same thing. And they think it's Elvis because he sounds the same. John something or other.
If they wanted to, I mean, I'm sure he would just go, all right, you know what? Just take my DNA. You know what I mean? I'll spit into a cup. You know, Elvis has spit in the cup. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking do it and then just shut everybody up. But it doesn't matter. See, that's the problem with conspiracy theorists. I used to say they used to be fun before people started making money off the conspiracy theory. You know, they were fun. You know, it was like
conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theory. We never went to the moon. Buzz Aldrin will tell you. Right. That's another big one.
Another big one. Punches you in the face. Right.
Yeah. It was a Stanley Kubrick movie. But conspiracy theories are fun until people take them way too seriously. They should be called conspiracy theories. You know? Terry Nee, I saw Elvis at the flea market last fall. Dude, I saw Tupac, and do me a favor. Go YouTube, Tupac 16-year-old interview. Tupac Shakur was the biggest fag-hole of all time. Then, Lord Jamar, who was in the Brand Nubians, which is one of my favorite bands, rap bands back in the old days when I was in the hood, said that he has the worst lyrics of all time. Like Biggie Smalls, everything was Biggie and Tupac. Biggie's I'll suck your dad's dick until they get there. And the woman in one of the videos in the pool is a transvestite. All this P. Diddy shit and everything, it's all real. I'm telling you right now, folks, no conspiracy theory.
I'm telling you now, folks, what are we doing? Sports radio? Let's go to the videotape. All right?
I have the facts.
I have video of Biggie Smalls plowing Tupac Shakur. Let's go to the videotape.
Yeah. Listen, Tupac Shakur was originally from Anchorage, Alaska. I have proof, and there's no possible way you could be a gangster rapper from whale blubber country. Okay? I'm just saying. And as my voice gets more like growlier, it sounds even more conspiracy theory-ish. But it's all true. It's all true. The drones over the Jersey Shore. It's all aliens. It's angels.
Oh my God. You know, it's
funny? Angels.
Everybody keeps saying they see drones, right? But not one person has a video of a drone in the daytime. It's all nighttime. And if you are looking for it, you're going to think they're all drones.
Josephus.
I'm not saying there isn't a drone around, but...
hold on a second. Marlon Brando had sex with Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye. You are absolutely correct, sir. You are absolutely correct.
Marvin Gaye. I knew that.
Oh
Henry
yeah,
Bando had a
absolutely,
nickname.
absolutely. Take the E off, and you got his whole thing. Now, Marvin Gaye was the biggest pipe layer in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was banging waitresses two at a time. You guys couldn't play the cards. Two at a time. I had to smack him around. He's banging waitresses two at a time.
Two at a time.
Richard Pryor, big fagoli.
Well,
Marvin Gaye, big
he
fagoli.
experimented. Right.
He experimented. You know what that means?
Yeah,
Big fagoli. There is no experimenting. There is no experimenting when you put a dong dong in a whiz wag, okay, or in your cock holster.
Right.
Also, you called your soup cooler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your feed bag. Yeah, the feed bag. Oops,
The
there you
feed
go.
bag.
You went into black and white.
Yeah. Well, what happened? Oh, what did I do?
Whizwag, I think is. I think Whizwag might have been the catalyst. That might have been the straw that. Yeah, it might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Whizwag.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much dick is going around this world. A lot of gay stuff. And that's cool. My sister-in-law, who divorced my brother, who turned fagola, just got married to a woman. This
Terry
last weekend.
Said someone called in the Goodyear blimp as a drone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
2 years ago, they did that. They fucking they'd stop traffic on the Parkway because they saw this like blinking light, but it was cloudy out, so the actual Goodyear blimp faded into the background, and all they saw was a scrolling light that said Goodyear tires, Goodyear tires, Goodyear tires, and caused a traffic jam on the Parkway 2 summers ago.
Wow.
That's why his dad shot him. He wasn't having no gay at his kitchen table. Marvin Gaye's dad shot him in the face. Yeah, or shot him in the chest.
April Fool's April 1st, 1984.
My
15th birthday.
Nice work
birthday.
with the dates. Yeah. Marvin Gaye's father didn't like gays. Didn't like homos. He got beat up when he was a kid. No, he got. I guarantee you, he got beat up because his last name was Gay. But back then, gay was like, it's a gay old time. Gay was like,
it meant happy.
Like fun.
I don't
know
it was
when,
I always wonder when that became like gay for homosexual. And I know why. I'm guessing why.
Paul Lind.
Yeah,
he did it.
What do you mean?
He was like, this guy is really gay. And he's like, hello, children. And they're like, no, he's gay. But he's like, no.
So
I would say
think
Paul Lind.
Because gay means very happy, right? And
right,
or that's
very
what
happy.
It meant. It means very happy. And then since,
Paul Lind's
the
first
gay
TV
guys
show.
who were not right.
Paul Lind's first year was he was a father. Think of this. Now, I might be forgetting somebody, but who was the first flamboyant gay guy on TV before Paul Lind? Charles Nelson Riley was after.
You?
You watch your tone,
Shawnee chiming in.
Yeah, he's got jokes over there.
There were, especially now we watch TCM and we watch a lot of the old movies. There are some of the characters, the character actors. Yeah. There's a few, and they play like these. They play uptight guys. They play like uppity, uptight guys. But you could tell they're just gay.
You could tell, yeah.
But they're not like flamboyantly like. Hello, Frisco. They're just like, I do believe that this is going on here, and they're very, it's almost like they exuded no masculine sexuality.
Right. When something goes wrong, they stomp their foot and go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to fight.
Oh, yeah. Josephus.
I like Paul Lind as the rat.
As the rat.
Absolutely. What a great call. What a great call.
I'm guessing that's
I don't
why.
Like your lie.
I'm guessing that's why. Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Full speed ahead.
But obviously it's because they were probably like, hey, these guys, these homosexuals. They were probably calling them homosexuals. They're very gay-like. They're very happy. They're very flamboyant, and that's probably how it became. Where now in
natural life, we all, not us, but our predecessors, they all encountered flamboyancy. You know what I mean? It was around. It's been around since the dawn of genitalia. You know what I mean? But so when you see that, you're like, this guy's a little sugar in his tank. You know what I mean? It was only until Paul Lynde,
Jerry Lehane, Bob Newhart. I don't agree with that, but the actor, I forgot his name, who played the Cowardly Lion. Yes, Jack Benny. I don't know. I get it. I know what Jerry is saying about Jack Benny and Harpo. I don't really know.
Harpo, big time. But
was he a little? Was he? Did it come across?
Oh
like
man, he never said a word or nothing like that. But he was always little cookie pants. Fred Glynn.
No, Fred Gwynn. I don't. That
he's got to respell it. Harpo was the gentle one of the Marx Brothers.
Okay,
and he played the harp and stuff. And he was always me. He never spoke a word. And he was Groucho was the head brother, like Mo with the Coens.
Yeah,
I mean not the Coens. Yeah,
Stooges.
Yes, the Stooges. Yes, the last name wasn't Stooges. Yes, they were.
You're talking about. They were Horowitz. I think they're
Horowitz.
I think it was Horowitz, right?
Horowitz. Yes.
Which is
Shem
also
Curly.
What's her face? She just. Oh my God! I'm losing my train of thought. She just did the second movie, Beetlejuice, the new Beetlejuice movie. What's her face? She played the daughter in the first one. The brunette.
Yeah.
The first Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Is her name?
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. Yeah, her last name is Horowitz.
That's
her
really?
real last name. Yeah.
Oh, she's a Jew. I had no idea she was Jewish.
Hey, fucking Jew broad, making fun of Italians. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Hey, it looks funny on my table.
But yeah, if you watch old movies from the 30s and 40s, you see these same characters.
Yeah.
And you know what they play? They play like butlers and like assistants. And they're very straight-laced and uptight, but those were the guys that you could just tell that because they exuded no leading man traits whatsoever. You know what I mean?
No. There's side what do you call it? Like the sidebar. You know what I mean? But now they have a whole channel of Hallmark films of gay guys making out to save the Jubilee, the cookie factory, and the ice cream machine truck, so that they have ice cream at Christmas, and it's all gay guys making out on the Hallmark channel. There's a gay Hallmark channel. Yes, there is.
There's a gay. I've seen the Hallmark channel. And
no, it's not the Hallmark channel.
It's all Christmas.
There's a bunch. There's the same drivel.
But a gay
Goldberg's real name is Karen Johnson.
Karen Johnson, yeah.
Oh, what's
I know where she lives.
John Wayne's real name?
I like
Miley Schweikowitz.
Oh, John Wayne? It's Marion something.
Marion Lipschitz.
No, it's not a Jewish name, but it's Marion something. But yeah, so it's like, and it's funny because Paul Lynde was probably one of the like more flamboyant gay dudes to be on television. One of the earlier ones, you know.
Yeah.
The other ones they were reserved, but you just now when you look back. Because you know what's funny? Do you know what the first gay marriage on television was in movies? Are you ready for this?
On television or movies or both?
Yeah.
Both.
You're never going to guess.
Gay marriage, I would say.
Sort of a joke. Sort of a joke.
Is this, okay, I have no idea.
March of the Wooden Soldiers. Because you know at the end when Barnaby goes to fucking marry the girl, and then he moves the veil, and it's Stan Laurel at the end.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
it's Stan Laurel. But
Yes.
here's the thing. The reason why I say that is that the actor who played Barnaby, the villain in March of the Wooden Soldiers, was a gay dude. Obviously, back then, he couldn't be openly gay.
Couldn't be a gay dude.
But you found
Are
out.
you
You're
saying
like,
that?
holy shit.
Now let me ask you this.
Marion
You know
Morrison.
the Marshall?
That's right. That's John
Yeah,
Lennon.
Marion Morrison.
right.
Engelbert Humperdinck. His real name.
Right.
You know,
It's
Engelbert
It's
Humperdinck.
like Bob Welch. It's like Bob Welch or something. But
Jerry Dorsey.
Jerry Dorsey. That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Jerry Dorsey.
Bob.
Now
Come on.
you must have just watched during Christmas time March of the Wooden Soldiers. Because
I think it was Thanksgiving.
I don't. About Thanksgiving. It was holidays because it's on TV. Because I don't know you for a big Laurel and Hardy fan, so to speak, or quotable Laurel and Hardy fan. So
I always end up watching it's always on Thanksgiving, so I always end up watching it.
If his lip shits, does his ass whistle?
Oh, Steve. That's such an oldie. Steve gets in black and white. Steve is in black and white for that.
Put him in black and white.
Gag. Put him in black and white, goddamn. So,
okay, we're trailing off.
Okay.
What the hell did we start talking about?
Sean put him in black and white.
There you go. He's in black and white. Nice. In the chat room in black and white.
I'm sorry. So anyway,
I know what it was.
Okay.
Talking to my friend about being on acid.
Okay.
Shakespeare all gay. Terry Nee. Mm-hmm. Yes. Shakespeare very big.
I always love when people are shocked when they find out, like, especially back in the day, that an actor was gay. And I'm like,
you have to understand.
Dude, really? Like, don't you remember high school? And who were all the actors in high school? Drama, right? Who was in drama class? All the gay kids and the girls. And there was always one straight dude who was just doing it because he just wanted to date all the girls in drama. So,
ladies and gentlemen, let me let you in on a little thing. When I would say that 90 percentile, okay, 10% on the side, okay, keep 10% on the side. 90% of the men that you come across that are sensitive, caring, dress fancy but don't try, very, always smell good, stuff like that, care about, your family and things, and care about what you think, and wait to hear your conversation so they can finish their day, because that would be like a little juice of coffee or a little espresso just by hearing your voice. Gay. Okay? The rest of the 10% are dudes. All right? So you should be able to pick them out. And if you can't pick them out, shame on you. Abraham Lincoln. Big fucking homo. Sorry.
Right.
Did I say that?
Because we don't want, we don't want to get
Sorry.
flagged from
that's a problem.
YouTube. Right.
Homosexual, I apologize. I don't know if they're here. We can take it out.
I mean, if you're saying Fagolini and stuff, maybe they'll think it's a pasta dish or something. So,
that's my fault.
But,
yeah. I got overzealous on that one. Because I'm so adamant about John Wayne had some certain things. Ronald Reagan had a few things. When you go down the lineage of people that were in the public eye for the last, I would say the last, I'm going to be 50, the last 75 years, most of the people, Valentino, the guy who was in these swashbuckling movies and stuff, homosexual.
Of course. I mean,
there was nothing wrong with it. Rock Hudson, nothing wrong with it.
Are we shocked that gay
Will
gentlemen
Smith
tend to be able to get and touch with their emotions so they can project it and then be an actor and end up.
They are. The problem is the dichotomy of it is that gay men portray a certain level of caring and trust and openness that most heterosexual men have no freaking idea what to do. So the women love them. That's why they become these big superstars.
Right?
That's why, because everyone's like, "Oh, no, he's great. Wouldn't he be the best husband?" You don't want you, sister. But
yeah, exactly.
He'll talk to your mom for 2 hours.
Yeah, really.
He's a good guy.
Go shopping with your sister.
yeah.
Hey, do you want? Since Joey's not here, we have a special guest that was going to come and sit in with us for a few minutes.
Sure. I want to tell the acid story. Who's coming in?
Remember before the show?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. It's Two Joints.
Hey, guys. How are you doing tonight?
Fucking Two Joints, man. What's going on? That's not what I fucking thought you looked like, man.
I would never think that he looked like that.
Holy shit!
I would never think.
You look like a roadie for Foghat. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's so weird. Holy shit!
I'm just a regular Canadian, Joe. There's nothing flashy here.
Dude, you're fucking Canadian.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm about 6 hours from Vancouver.
Oh, that's right. I remember that last week. So you're north of Vancouver?
Actually, a little bit east, but not so far away, right? So. Nice place.
He's so Canadian. He's so Canadian. He DoorDashes whale blubber.
You're an asshole,
Kenny. I've got the nicest. I live in the nicest igloo on the block here. You'd be impressed, bro.
Yes. Yes.
So what's the name of the town you live in? Hold on.
You know what? I'm not fancy or famous, so I don't mind doxing it. It's called Sicamous. It's actually the houseboat capital of Canada. We get all the actors and all the famous politicians. They come here,
Sicamous.
They jump on a boat, and they go out in the lake for a week and get drunk, and they have sex, and they come back, and that's what it is.
Sicamous, is there a mountain? Is there a mountain in Sicamous?
It's a native name for
you said a lake?
No, it's just a small little town, but these houseboats,
yeah,
they all get loaded up with these people, and they go hit the lake for a week. It's pretty cool, man.
I've actually heard of that. I've actually heard of that town.
It's a nice, quiet little town. There's no prostitutes. There's no, it's really quiet, man. We could use a few hookers here. I wouldn't buy them, but it'd be a little bit exciting.
I'll tell you right now. I'm going to say it right now. This moment. Two Joints, funniest Canadian ever. Funniest Canadian ever. Fucking flat out.
Oh, come on. There's that guy named Mr. McDonald. Yeah. He was just the greatest Canadian comedic ever.
Yeah,
Norm McDonald, yes.
Norm was fucking hilarious.
Hey, black God. I was just saying. What's with all the
Joe,
AIDS?
I want to tell you something. Joe, all these shows that I pop in and out of, like fucking Levy-verse, 100 Proof Podcasting, there's so many different people, and their comedies are really interesting. Not just the hosts of the show, but the people in the chat room. And that's just part of the allure of these shows. Like, if you want to have a laugh, you make yourself a laugh. You go off of what somebody says or what you guys say, and you just enjoy yourself. That's what I do anyways.
Dude, the chat is so much fun. And I just wish, because my ADHD is so bad that I can't do, I try to do both. I try to peek into the chat room, and then I completely ignore Kenny and Joey. I can't, you know what I mean? And so it's like, so that's why I kind of had, Shawnee helps by putting some of the shit up here, and then Joey, I have Joey like read the chat room. But you guys are killer, man. Well, it's so much fun to just read the shit that you guys say, and then it gets a laugh. And I'm like, it's like you guys are you're giving me an easy laugh. It's so much fun.
Two Joints. We've been doing this. We've been doing this so long together. The reason why that we keep doing it is because we make each other laugh out of nowhere. And then we've got guys like you on the flies on the wall, chirping in and just throwing shit that me and him may not have thought of. And that's what makes us do this every week, because it's hilarious. It comes up. He makes me laugh. I make him. He can't stand my guts. I swear. I guarantee you. If you ask Joe Conte, you were in a room by yourself and go, "Do you like him?" I fucking can't stand him. He makes me laugh, but I can't stand his guts. He bothers
that's
me.
His way of telling you that he likes you. If somebody says they can't stand you, it pretty much means they like you, Kenny. So that idea is to hell. But
he knows funny, and I sometimes I make him laugh, and that's why we hang out together. Now, let me ask you this over there.
Hold on one second before you answer. Before you ask him, hold on one second. Jerry Lahane in the chat. I ghost wrote a bit for Norm on SNL in 1993 for the Bob Dole character.
No way.
Fucking
Bob
cool,
Dole character? Did he really? Jerry Lahane? No kidding.
Wrote for fucking Norm, man. That is cool. That is awesome.
Yeah, by
that
God.
Sucks. God, now I'm all right. We're done with this show. What are we doing? He fucking goes for Norm on SNL, and we're doing fucking idiot gay jokes, literal gay jokes on YouTube. What the fuck are we doing? This
two joints. I'll tell you a story. I was doing Jim Brewer Unleashed. Okay, I've said this. I've mentioned this on the air, but not on. I don't think on this show.
No,
it was Jim Brewer Unleashed on Sirius XM, and I had done his radio show, and they were having it was called Comedy Karaoke, and it was at Caroline's Comedy Club in Manhattan, and it was like a Tuesday, middle of the afternoon, and what it was they had a dais. It was Brewer, it was Artie Lang, it was Colin Quinn, bunch of guys, and what it was you would go up to the microphone and tell your favorite bit from that comedian that you love. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It was called Comedy Karaoke. I was in the background, and they were filming me doing Sopranos impressions because this is 2000, 2005, 6, something like that. So they're filming me in the background. So we're done filming in the background, and as the thing goes, Artie Lang, who's very good friends with Norm Macdonald, he goes, all right, and this is a true story. He goes, the first time I opened up for Norm Macdonald was in San Francisco. And it's the Palladium Theater or whatever it is out there. It's jam-packed. 3,000, 4,000 people. Something like that. And he goes, hey, listen. He goes, hey, all right, it's San Francisco, can't do any of that. Can't do that gay material, By God, you can't do that here, Artie Lang says I'm freaking out because all he's got is 40 minutes of gay material. Okay, so he goes up on stage in front of 4,000 people, and he fights through it. Doesn't do any gay material in San Francisco. Doesn't do a thing, and he does okay. And he says, "Please welcome my good friend Norm Macdonald." Norm Macdonald grabs a microphone and goes, thank you, thank you very much, and San Francisco, how about that AIDS? And that was it. He fucked with him the entire time. He had Artie Lang shit in his pants to not do gay material, just to fuck around with him. And that was fucking Norm Macdonald.
Funny, dude.
Well, Kenny, you have to be honest. That's like telling a kid not to do something, because when you turn your fucking back, what are they going to do? They're going to go right into the cookie jar. It's same with Greg Giraldo. I think I heard a story. Artie Lang was being interviewed, and he was telling the interviewer about the time he was with Greg Giraldo at one of these events, and Artie was like looking at him, and he was like, had just had this look in his eye. Greg did, and he was one of my favorite comedians growing up, was Mr. Giraldo. Like, I'm an old fuck. I'm 50, right? So.
Giraldo.
If you guys want to go, if you guys want to dig into the crates, at the Comedy Club Comics, when we were on Cringe Humor Radio, it was the roast of Jim Florentine to benefit Greg Giraldo's family after he passed, and we were on air interviewing all the comics as they came in that night. That was me. That was the Conte and Kenny Show. It's on Cringe Humor Radio.
I always equate. If there was a band that was Greg Giraldo, it was Alice in Chains, because Alice in Chains ended early, right? Because Lane Staley died. And dude, even people who don't like this that kind of music, like Alice in Chains. Like you never hear anybody say anything. You never hear anybody say fucking Alice in Chains overrated. You never ever hear that. To me, they're like the Greg Giraldo of music. Greg Giraldo,
and of course,
even if people just
you know
always,
what, Joe?
he's never
Greg,
overrated.
Greg
He's
never
not
held
overrated.
back. You know, I'm sorry, man, but Greg never held back. Like, I can remember every time he roasted Lisa Lampanelli, and it was just so fucking funny, man. Like, just up and down. And, you know, Patrice O'Neill, like another legend that we don't have anymore. Like, wow, he was just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll tell you something honestly.
Really cool.
I'll tell you something honestly. I may have not even spoken of it ever. Is I had met Giraldo a few times in the Opie and Anthony studios, and we were cool. And we did a weekend at Uncle Vinny's. Stress Factory, New Brunswick. And I was opening up for Greg Giraldo. And we did two shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. First show, I go there and I do pretty well. Okay? Everything's fine. I'm just middling. I'm, doing my 25, 30 minutes and doing great. He's done. Greg hits it. Hey, give it up for Kenny and your MC and everything like that. We go into the green room and I'm sitting there and I'm having a drink. We're just sitting there talking and Giraldo can't stop moving.
Oh shit!
Can't stop moving. He can't fucking sit. Can't fucking. It was like a salt shaker. You know what I mean? Can't stop.
That sounds like anxiety. That sounds like panic. That's what.
Can't stop moving. Right?
Like that.
I'm not going to say anything, but I go on stage. I do the same act. There was at one point the plug of the microphone came out. And I picked it up and I did my act, and I did okay. And for some reason, that burnt Giraldo, and he kicked me off the next show. Jesse Joyce featured for him the next night.
It wasn't.
Reason why?
I'm gonna explain something to you. No. He didn't kick you off the show.
He was high as fuck.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. The point is that he wanted his friend on the show. And his friend probably, who at the time, it wasn't like, I don't want this guy Kenny on the show. It was, oh, dude, hey, listen, I'm not doing nothing on Saturday. Hey, why don't you come down? I'll get the other guy off. Because they're always going to, club owners will always allow the big, huge draw. If they want to bring their own, opener, they'll do that. And that's what he did. He just was like, you know what? The guy probably called and was like, hey,
I
dude,
took
what are you doing?
nothing. Listen, I did the set. I took nothing personal of it. Nothing personal of it. I was a huge fan of Giraldo's way before that. You know what I mean? And we got to talking in the green room, and it was cool to share the same space with him. It was awesome. Didn't get to do the Saturday night, and I was like, fuck. And then come to a couple. No, I did a great. It was a good set. And come to a couple of months later, we were doing a benefit for his family, his son and all kinds of stuff. And it's a great story. Terry Nee, I got punched in the face by Bob Levy in the Laughing Stock in a Holiday Inn. Did he really? We just did that, me and Joe. I met Bob Levy and went to the bathroom with my blow. And never came back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Nothing goes good at a Holiday Inn, guys. Let's just say that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, this Laughing Stock Comedy Club, they have line dancing. They've got a big floor, a lot of broads. It really is a cool joint. Rich Carucci, our pal, runs it. It's a really good. If you guys are out in PA by Hershey Park, Hershey, Pennsylvania, it's right around that area. It's actually pretty damn cool. Me and Joe did it a couple of months ago. But real quick, back to Giraldo. And drugs. I have a story to tell real quick. I want to get this out of here before we leave. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz? Did I just fucking call him 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz.
Kenny,
Isn't that a
really
rapper?
no, the effort
Holy
there, Kenny, but you're incorrect. Sorry, bro.
Expensiveness, yeah. Holy shit. Anyways, 2 joints. Have you done acid before?
I've done acid twice in my life, and both times it was pleasant. It wasn't a bad experience, but I wouldn't want to do it ever again. It's just
nope.
too
I would never.
toxic.
I
Like a
haven't
bad
done it since
relationship.
I haven't done it since I was 15. But let me tell you the
good for
story.
you.
So I'm it might have here it is. I think it might have been like a New Year's Eve party. Okay, to bring it up, for this time of tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and so I take the hit of acid. Might have been 1 or 2 drops already. I'd done acid before, so I knew the feeling, and I start waving my hand in front of my face, and actually like, all right, now it's kicking in because you start to see the trails. You know what I mean? That's how you judge how high you're getting. Oof. I'm like, all right. So it starts hitting me pretty good. And I'm like, this is great. I'm having a great experience. I'm looking at walls and shit and things. I'm like, this is really cool. Shit's just popping, percolating in my ears and hypersensitive, all kinds of shit. I go to the bathroom. I go, oh shit, let me go wash my face off. I'm like really, I'm getting really. I think I took too much acid at one time. I should have spanned it out instead of taking 2 or 3 tabs at once. I should have spurled it out over 12 hours. So it's hitting me. So I wash and I'm like I haven't peed in a while. I'm like, let me pee. Let me just get everything out. Let me just be flushed. My face is washed. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna make myself pee. I'm gonna force myself to pee. So I pee. I'm like, okay, good. So I won't have to pee for a long time now because I'm not really drinking because I'm on acid. And I take a pee. I flush the toilet. I go and I wash my hands. And I did another soak on my face, right? Turn the water off. And all they had was the fancy towels. I used them, washed the thing, and the fucking toilet won't stop running. Okay?
Oh, no.
What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do?
You got some chunky urine, man.
The
What
toilet,
the fuck, dude?
The toilet, it's fucked. The toilet is, it's running, okay? It's
boy.
cycling.
Oh, boy.
What the fuck? Did someone leave something in there and I just happened to piss on top of it and flush it and now it's clogged? Holy shit, all these people. And this bathroom is right off the kitchen where everyone's hanging out. You know what I mean? You know those houses that have the bathroom? Why the fuck do you put a bathroom right off the kitchen? Where you make poo? You make poo right next to where you cook. Who does that? What a fucking stupid design. Put a wall on the other side. Put it in the hallway. Go into the front door. You don't open up the door and there's poo-poo right there next to your fucking carrots and your charcuterie. You know what I mean? So I'm in there and this fucking toilet's running. Shit. The fuck? It's running. I'm like, I can't walk. If I leave this bathroom, I'm gonna walk out and go, the fuck you do to the toilet? So now I'm starting to panic.
You're on an acid trip.
I'm on acid. Totally on acid. And I'm going, all right, shit. I'm like, all right, fuck. I know how to plumb a little bit. I can plumb. I take the fucking ceramic fucking top off the toilet and I'm checking the chain. And then it keeps flushing. But I'm like, chain's tight. And I keep hitting the knob. And I'm like, no, this shit's working perfect. It's all working out. Hitting the chain, you know what I mean? Hitting the thing where the chain goes. Because sometimes you hit it too hard, chain breaks, and the shit stays open. Or it doesn't go down. You know what I mean? So I'm like, the water's flowing. The chain is working. I put the shit back on. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So I look underneath and I'm like, nothing's leaking. Do I turn the water off? Do I turn it on? Is this on? Is this off? I'm underneath the fucking toilet. Okay? Screwing the knobs on and off to see what the fuck's gonna make this stop. Because I'm like, I go righty tighty on both of them. Water shuts off. Okay. I can't shut the water supply off, but if I turn these on, why do they go back on? Why are they going back on? Lefty. The water's still flowing. Now I'm fucking panicking on acid. I'm fucking panicking. I'm going to walk out of here. I'm like, am I wet? Am I wet? Like, what the fuck's going on? I take the top off again and check the fucking spring. Everything's fine.
Dude.
Okay? Finally, I put the fucking thing down. And I'm looking at the mirror and I go, I'm fucked. And all of a sudden, silence. The water isn't running anymore.
It just stopped.
You want to know why?
Because it was never
Because
running.
my warped sense of time didn't give it enough to fill the bowl up.
No,
if I just would have let the bowl fill with water, I would have been fine. But I had to jump to conclusions. Like I broke some shit. No, it was 35 fucking seconds. It felt like 2 hours of me fighting a toilet. I mean, literally, I'm like a mechanic, pulling in chains and doing all this shit. If I just would have let it go for its natural progression of water filling, it shut off perfectly nice. Oh,
Dude,
boy.
Dude, I bet you looked like one of those DJs at a big fucking club. You're like, wicka, wicka, woo, woo, spinning around, doing this and doing that and flipping this and doing that shit.
No, it was like the house was on fire. And I had to save the house that was on fire because I was like, fucking toilet, don't overflow, no nothing. No, all it was when you're on acid, that much acid, 30 seconds is about 18 or 19 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like that.
The time is so warped. And I was sitting there, I was washing my face, and I'm like, why is the toilet still running? What happened? What's wrong? What did I do? Oh, shit, I got to fix it. No, I just had to let the water come up to the top.
Dumbass.
Uh,
I haven't told that story. I've forgotten that story for many years.
I forgot. I don't think I've ever heard that story.
Kenny, you've been on fire the whole show. You started off with the gay celebrity news, and then you just told us about this acid toilet story that was 8 minutes long. Joe, me and Joe can't top that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So, 2 joints. I want to ask. Hold on a second. Turns out Terry Nee. Turns out Kenny was in the wading pool at Dorney Park.
Oh, dude,
that's great,
dude. I thought my world was going to crush. My world was crumbling on acid. My world was crumbling, and it was only because I heard water trickling. That's it.
Right.
I just had to let the ball come up. Yeah. And I have one more story about New Year's.
Joe, just one quick thing. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and wish you guys a really good Happy New Year.
You too, brother.
My holidays totally sucked. I ended up breaking up with my girlfriend after about 1.5 years. So,
oof.
Oh, that sucks.
But I'll just tell you why we broke up. It's not a big deal. So after every time we had sex for the last couple of months, she starts rubbing my balls.
You're making a joke.
I smell a joke.
You're making a joke.
She starts rubbing my balls. So this keeps going on and on and on, Joe. So finally, a couple of weeks ago, I said to her, look, honey, why do you rub my balls after every time we have sex? And she looks at me and she says, well, I miss mine. So, I mean, yeah, we're done. It's over.
Not bad, my friend. Not bad.
Well, I'm just a hack, you guys.
All right.
I'm a fucking hack.
It's all right. Hey, listen, that was the...
So hold on a second.
I'm sure pieces of shit, and I love it. I'm just
2 joints. That was not bad. No. Don't sell yourself short. That was not bad. That was good.
But my question to 2 joints: Have you done stand up? Have you ever done comedy at all?
Absolutely not, Joe. There's just no way. Like, I've just always been around people my whole life. Like, I've had kids, and I was a bartender, and being on the internet for 10 or 11 years, yeah, you do kind of learn how to be funny, and I'm no different than anybody else. I just want to have a good time, and then you go on a show like Bob Levy's there, and you're just like, wow, this is a guy like you kind of looked up to, like, I not kissing his ass, but just an awesome comedian.
He's a big brother of mine. He's family. That guy. Yeah. 2 Chains. You 2 Chains. I did it again. What the fuck's the matter with me? What the fuck?
Kenny, look at the color of my skin, bro.
I know. I don't know why I keep doing it. But 2 Joints. You're a bartender. So you have to get, you know what I mean? To be a bartender, you got to be able to rattle around and stuff like that. And you know, to like the guys that you like, especially out in Sycamoose County over there, you know, where like the fire department has a salt shaker. That's like fucking. That's how they put fires. It's just all this is salt. There's no water. The water's always frozen. Get it? The water's always frozen. They just put salt all over everything. Nothing. Sycamore.
Yeah, you betcha.
Sycamoose.
Yeah, you betcha. Sycamore.
He's so fucking Canadian, dude. It's hilarious, man. Like it's just he is so Canadian. I'm talking about your accent, you know, the Canadian thing. It's so.
You know what I saw? You know what I saw?
I get it everywhere I go.
Two joints. You might notice. I saw this. I have been a huge fan of the Corsican, not Corsican Brothers. That was
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. No. Dig off, you hoser.
Bob and Doug McKenzie. Bob and Doug
McKenzie. Yes. Yeah. I saw.
That was
SCTV.
That was classic back in the day. Classic.
Oh man!
Went on to be stars, man. Eugene Levy.
SCTV. Oh, what's her name? The mother from Home Alone. Maureen O'Hara.
Yep,
Martin Short.
Lorraine. Yep.
SCTV. If you guys aren't up to this, SCTV. John Candy, one of my favorites of all time. Eugene Levy is more attractive now than he was when he was in the 20s. You know what I mean?
Oh, his face looks like a catcher's mitt. It's wrinkly, bro. It looks like a catcher's mitt from the Yankees.
Does it really?
Rick Moranis was the star in Spaceballs.
Oh my!
Man.
Rick Moranis. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. SCTV. I was okay. Listen to this. Well, let's stay on the air for a couple minutes. I have this thing. I just said too short. I was going to say too short instead of two joints. I was going to say two.
You went from two joints.
I was almost going to. I swear to you, I almost said too short. You've heard us do this thing. Overrated, underrated, right?
Okay.
We've done this. These real quick things. I wrote down this one. Overrated. Dick Van Dyke. He's 98 years old. Mary Poppins didn't do much. Overrated, right? The other one was underrated. Was the band Scorpions. Okay, band Scorpions.
I agree.
Underrated. Rick Moranis, SCTV. John Candy. That's where it all started. And if you love America's
John Candy's not underrated. John Candy is perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated. SCTV.
Perfectly rated.
I meant SCTV
is underrated.
Yes, underrated. Rick Moranis, I think. Rick Moranis is perfectly rated, but the combined. So I was watching a video that I had no idea. I loved. Strange Brew was the movie. Goo 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 goo. You know,
right?
And there you go, viewers. I didn't know that back then, in 83, 84. That in Canada, they actually had they closed down like the equivalent of the New Jersey Turnpike for the parade of guys that were pretending to be the McKenzie brothers. And they were driving around.
Like lookalike?
And they were driving their cars and they all had flashes on. And dude, they're hanging out of the sunroof, fucking chugging beers. Fucking throwing around the thing, and it was cars are going by them, zoom, 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 and in one lane, it was a whole parade. Oh shit! If I could find it, Shawnee, if you could,
that was a good
it was absolutely great.
Heard of that?
Absolutely, yes. I haven't seen it since I never saw it until about 3 days ago. Shawnee, if you could look up,
Joe, you would like it. You would honestly like it. I'm not going to steer you down the bad
Strange Brew Parade. Strange Brew Parade the Mackenzie Brothers Parade.
I never
Shawnee,
saw
are you
Strange
there?
Brew.
You never saw Strange Brew? It's an 80s
Looking
movie.
it up right now.
But
it's an 80s movie.
But yeah, I anything at SCTV, any little bits that I've seen, I've liked. And look, I love John. I mean, it's so funny. All the people that you named, it's like, who the fuck doesn't like every one of those?
John
You know
Candy,
what I mean?
a national treasure, a Canadian
Absolutely. Rick Moranis.
treasure.
I mean, Rick Moranis, you know, after his wife died, he just said, I don't want to do this anymore. And he just took care of his kids. And he was great before that. And again, Eugene Levy and
the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Little
giants. Yeah, Eugene Levy. Yeah. What's her name? O'Hara. Martin Short.
Catherine O'Hara. Yeah.
Catherine O'Hara. Martin Short. Holy shit. He just passed away. The other guy passed away a year or two ago. You know, if you saw him, you know him.
Yeah,
Dave Thomas.
I think it was Dave Thomas, maybe.
After Dave Thomas, yes, he passed away a while ago. Then the next one that passed away was
oh shit. Okay,
I forget his name. If you saw a picture, you know him.
But I will tell you, I will say, I used to not like Martin Short at all, and
underrated.
I have changed.
Underrated.
To me, I used to always equate Martin Short and Chris Kattan. To me, they were like the same guy. Not that I got them confused. But now I'm like, I'm way more into Martin Short than Chris Kattan. Like
Martin Short
has
had
the same. Now they're different. They're completely different.
Martin Short has had a resurgence lately. The last couple of years, you know, big time resurgence. When now his documentaries and stuff are coming out, so you can watch about his relationship with his mom and how he became a performer and all kinds of stuff, and see interviews with him.
Do you have any more guests? Do you have any more guests that's coming out of
hiccups?
Holy shit! Do you have the hiccups?
Yes.
You got the fucking hiccups?
I got the fucking hiccups, dude.
Have you got GERD? Kenny, do you know what GERD is?
Yeah, it's reflux. Like a reflux thing, right?
Gastroesophageal reflux. Yeah, that you might have that. I'm not Doogie Howser. Like, I'm not gay. You know, we don't want to upset YouTube. Like, we're not going to get into it. But
no.
Did you say you're not Doogie Howser?
You know what? To be honest, what it is? It's gabagool, ham, and Swiss cheese because I'm low carbon. I'm going on my diet.
So I'm low carbon. Who needs bread when you got 4 pounds of salted meat?
Here's my charcuterie. That's what I'm burping up. It's fucking.
But listen,
Ginzo
it's
meat.
not because of what you eat. It's not because of what you ate. It's because you were probably eating while you were talking. And then what happens is air goes down and then it gets caught up in there. And that's why you get the hiccups. And that's why you have to. Yeah, that's probably
I'm okay.
why.
Okay.
But
So,
now
no, real quick. Martin Short. You see the stuff that comes out with him, and you're like, damn, you like him even more. And
I've made
him
a 180
and Steve,
with Martin Short.
Steve Martin, I really like because Trains, Planes, Automobiles, whatever. Him and John Candy. What a great movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yes, unbelievable.
You really went on a limb to say that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was a great movie. You really, you stuck your neck out there, Kenny.
What is it?
For saying that was a great movie.
Automotives, planes, and trains?
Yeah.
Whatever the movie's called.
No.
Yeah.
You said it correctly, but dude, that's like, you know what I mean? You're like, dude, that's a great movie. Like, really, dude? Are you actually telling us something? Like, really?
Yeah. And you know, it's funny. Martin Short, they do Martin Short and Steve Martin. Steve Martin is one of the greatest accomplished, not greatest accomplished. He is a brilliant banjo player, and it's Steve Martin and the Red Rock Rangers, Red River Rangers, and he plays bluegrass, and it's awesome. I loved it. So I was like, Steve Martin, I fucking like this guy. I remember when I was a kid, I used to do the joke to my sisters. He would put a napkin over his face, and then stick his tongue out. I got that from Steve Martin. This is 1978. You know what I mean? When I would stay up and watch Saturday Night Live. Him and Martin Short on the dais of recently might have been Fallon. And so Martin it's Fallon, Steve Martin, and then Martin Short. Okay, so Steve Martin is right next to the desk. So Jimmy Fallon goes, "So how are you guys doing?" In a split second, right? Martin Short leans over and goes, "He said he wants to know how you are doing."
Yeah.
And Martin Short was like, "Is that what he said?" It was hilarious. So I love the timing of them too. Love the timing.
Hey, Two Joints. Do you know how it feels to do this show where you just sit back and you just watch Kenny go on and on and
I'm sorry. I got excited.
I tell you what. I was on another. I'm still part of this other channel that I've been with for about 8 years, and we're at 96,000 subscribers. So I've got a little bit of experience. I think that the secret is you got to be a good listener as well as a good talker. So, I mean, but anyways, I'm going to say goodbye, guys. Otherwise, we're going to be here all fucking night. Just a shout out to Bob Levy, Chris Abels, BF Bobby Live, Uncle Jack and Granny. Yeah. Just a nice little couple of channels to bounce around, and you guys are doing a good job. And I'll just wish you a good night, and I'll just pop out of here, kind of thing. So,
hey, Joints, thank you very much, man.
Before you leave, Two Joints,
appreciate it.
I did make an AI rap of Kenny versus 2 Chainz that I think you'll like.
No way.
No. All right, hold on. Two Joints. Don't.
I have not listened to this whole thing, but here we go.
My fucking back is sore, bro. I've been cutting firewood all day.
Yeah. 2 Chainz swinging, wrist blinging like the sky. Got the crowd bouncing, feeling high. Glittering gold stories of the grind. Hustle heavy, ain't no rewind. Kenny the philosopher, deep with his word. Smooth operator, fly as a bird. Verses insightful, no cap in his rap. Truth bombs dropping, real life in the trap. Gold versus wisdom, flash versus class. Diamonds clashing, who's out last? Chainz of Kenny, who's the king? Crown of waist, let the battle ring. 2 Chainz flexing, castle made of wealth. Lavish nights, toasting to his health. Big moves, stacking racks on racks. Power plays, no time to relax. Kenny's cool, talking about his soul. Deep trenches, digging to his goal. Life lessons, verses with a cause. Fighting demons, never taking a pause. Gold versus wisdom, flash versus class. Diamonds clashing, who's out last? Chainz of Kenny, who's the king? Crown of waist, let the battle ring.
I can't believe this AI. I can't believe this stuff.
Wow.
Nice work,
Good
Shawnee.
job,
Nice work, brother.
Funny thing. But Two Joints, I guess before we go, how did you find all of these like shows? Do you do a show yourself?
Oh fuck no. You know what? I'm not anything like you guys. There's these shows that I like to bounce around on and just visit, and plus I'm not bragging, but I've been a mod at PCL for the last couple of months now, and it's super cool. Like, I mean,
Wait,
trying to
is
stay focused.
You're being a
what? Moderator at PCL.
Moderator.
Like Perry Caravella Live, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what you said. Oh, no shit. For what? When with Bob and Perry show, when they do a show together, or Perry when he just does his shows?
Every show Perry does. Like, I mean, it's super, super cool. I mean, I'm super, super honored. I've only been there about a year, and they just decided to give me a shot, and I just said, of course. So, I mean, I'm nothing special. I'm just
fuck yeah. No, that's great, brother. That's
cool,
awesome, man. You're in the network, as they say. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
You're
Okay.
in the business, my friend.
All right. Well, nice meeting you guys. We got to do this again sometime, and not have me wait in the waiting room for 40 minutes like a loser.
That's Shawnee. That's Shawnee's problem.
Like you playing the young one. Playing the young one.
Okay. We'll see you guys later,
man. Have a good New Year.
2 Joints. Thanks a lot, brother. Happy New Year, pal. 2 Joints, man. That's awesome.
I love it.
That's a face and a name to the voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
a face and a voice to the name.
A face to the voice, yeah, or a face to the name. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we get to hear his voice. So, all right.
Really quick before
Go
we
ahead.
leave, it's a New Year's story. It'll take 2 seconds, maybe about half an hour.
Gotcha.
My friend David, Don, I call him, has an apartment in Hoboken. Right, his father's rich. He's got a real fancy joint. Okay, and he's on like the 3rd floor, a little flat. Right in the heart of Hoboken, on the water. Okay, so he has access to the rooftop. Okay, and it's New Year's Eve, and we could see into the harbor, the New York harbor, with it was stunning. So me and about 5 or 6 people that were hanging out, maybe even a couple more. We go up there. We've got a bottle of champagne, and we're gonna make a toast. The fucking fireworks start going off. Boom! Final finale. Oh, toast! Cheers! Right next to us is like a small little barricade, but it's about I don't know why there's so much homosexuality there. I didn't mean this word to happen.
No,
but there's
it
about
just happened.
There's
That's
about
usually how it happens.
There's about 10 gay guys holding hands and hugging and kissing during New Year's Eve.
Right.
So lights go off, champagne toast, and when I tell you it was out of a movie, and this is what I'm seeing, I'm looking over to the right, and I see it, and you could see like a couple of bombs going off and you could see the shadows of the light on their faces and the skyline, right? And as they're taking it in of a new year, a new day, a new thing,
taking it in.
I
where?
go,
sorry.
taking it. No. Ah!
All right. I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
It was. Everyone was having a fucking moment. Everyone was having a moment. I had a couple of moments before I went up on the roof. So I was little tips.
Okay.
And as everyone's having this moment, and all these things, you hear people with the things, bang, bang, bang. And I go, where are we? Fucking Philly? And when I tell you, all I said was, I go, where the fuck are we? Philly? When I said that, 12 fucking gay guys, poof, looked at me real fast. Like I ruined their fucking Christmas because they were having this sweet moment. And they're like, here's this fucking jerk off. Everyone was having a moment. 25 people, except for me.
Except for you.
I cut that shit like a knife.
But what was the, like, what did you mean by, did you know what you meant by that?
No, I was being a jerk off because it was it's Manhattan skyline. And it's just like boom, boom. The bombs are going off. And I go, where the fuck? I was making a joke. I go, where the fuck are we, Philly? What the fuck's going on here?
Because obviously there's no mistaking where
I sucked the romance out of that gay party faster than you can imagine.
I sucked the romance out of that gay party.
It was almost a moment that was so cool that you could almost propose to a wife. You know what I mean? It was almost like a movie scene. It really was. New York skyline, the whole thing. And then you hear me go, where the fuck are we, Philly? And they're like, I did that one other time when the first time my niece was breastfeeding my breastfeeding off my sister, and my brother-in-law has a hand cam, and he's searching around, and the light is dim, my sister's worn out, and the nurse comes over and gives her back the baby, and she pulls her breast out, and it's the first time the baby Lee is beginning to suckle, and I'm right next to her on the bed. You know what I mean? Like leaning on my hands with my chin. So I'm like about 7 inches away from her breast, and seeing this wonderful, beautiful moment where this sweet baby is taking the first nourishment from her mother, and it's dim lit, and my brother-in-law is filming it as this magical moment, and he spans around. I can see him spanning around, and as she starts to suckle, it's quiet, and then I go, "Now I'm starving."
You're an asshole.
I shit you not. My brother-in-law was gonna Sicilian fucking necktie me in about, I mean, literally, the look on his face was murder.
Oh
Murder.
my God, you're an asshole. You're such an asshole.
It was so quiet, I had to break the silence. I go, "Now I'm starving." Because the baby was eating.
Great.
I ruined
Holy
it.
shit.
I ruined it. So that's my New Year's stories.
Oh my God.
Hey, Jojo.
Oh, that's
I want to say Happy New Year to you and yours. Shawnee, Happy New Year to you and yours. And I hope you guys have a good Tuesday night.
Yep. And then we'll be back next Monday, obviously. That's it. Shawnee, you want to start playing the outro music? And thank you to everybody, especially Two Joints, for coming on. That was cool.
Two Joints, absolutely.
And
I would not, if you gave me 50 chances, I wouldn't have picked them out. That wouldn't have been
no way.
Two Chains.
And who
Too
else?
short. Two Joints.
Terry Nee, Jerry Lahane,
Angela Thompson.
Yeah, Angela
Big A?
Thompson. Yes, yeah, the Big A, exactly. Steve F, of course. Erica, like all you regulars that go in there, man. We thank you, all of them. We thank all of you. We really appreciate it. And all of you listening in podcast form, you know what? We really appreciate it. And I want to do something maybe for next week. I want to do something to somehow involve the podcast listeners. I don't know what we can do. I want to try to figure something out. All right. And thank you to Sean, our producer. And if you want to like our Facebook page, Conte and Kenny, our YouTube page, and there's some old clips on there. And I'll be at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club January 15th. Go to unclevinny'scomedyclub.com. Yep.
Yeah.
And
where are you at New Year's? Where are you at New Year's?
I'm at Freehold at the American Hotel in Freehold. I think it's sold out, so I'm not even promoting.
Oh, sold out. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a great gig. It's a great gig.
Everybody, have a nice, safe, happy New Year, all that shit, and then we'll be back in 2025. That's it.
And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start eating nutritional yeast starting Wednesday, and I'll be down 45 pounds by Monday. You'll see.
Beautiful. All right, everybody. We end each show the same way our pal, the late great Otto Peterson, would say goodbye, and that is, take care.